Hey everybody, it's me, Asinellus, and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to Reddit. Welcome to r/Today I Effed Up. And I've got an absolutely amazing lineup of stories for you today. This subreddit is just so amazing, but the stories are so short I've had to wait a while for enough of them to add up. But guys, let's not waste another second and get straight into the video. Today I effed up by missing every sign on a date. So, didn't happen today, but rather yesterday. I invited a close friend to the movies with me. A few odd things happened, and it wasn't until I spoke to a friend of mine that I realized I missed multiple hints that she was into me. And by the way, I hope this was a different friend and not the same girl. Beforehand, I jokingly texted her about a time a friend of mine and I got stuck in town for 4 hours charging in front of a hotel. My car is electric. Ooh, picking up all those girls with that Tesla you've got. She replies, "Don't worry, if that were you and I, we'd make the most of it," with a wink face after. I laughed it off and forgot about it. Driving home, she tells me about her friends, which know of every hidden, passionately hugging spot between the country roads that we were passing through, even pointing out a few. I replied, "I guess that's an interesting thing to know," with a laugh. She then looks at my backseat and goes, "Yeah, there's not much you could do in my car though." I then replied, "You know, probably not," and thought no more of it. When we get back to her house, she asks if I want to go inside to get a soda, to which I politely declined because I wasn't thirsty. And an edit. There is an upside to this, however. She's very eager to go to the movies again. Wow, even I thought that was bad. Me with literally the social skills of a broccoli. But guys, if you like that, then make sure to go down and hit the like button. It's something that helps my channel get discovered. And if you like that third story, you're going to love the second one, which is probably just the opposite, taking signals where maybe there were none. Today I effed up by holding hands with a girl I had just met. So, for starters, this is my favorite story. It happened last summer, but I want to share it and we still have never talked about this. I had just gotten out of a 4-year relationship a few months before and was finally feeling ready to meet people again. One of my friends asked if I had met Clara, and I said nope. He told me she would be at a party this weekend that everyone was going to and I needed to come. So I look her up and I'm excited. He thinks we'd be a good fit, so I'm sort of planning on at least chatting her up. Well, my best friend Clonster and I are hanging out before the party, and I ask him if he knows Clara. He says he does, and talks her up like crazy. I'm now totally excited. We meet up at this large park in my city, and are drinking beers, throwing a frisbee, playing some music, etc. Well, I find myself chatting to someone next to her, and I just lean over with my hand out and introduce myself. 20 minutes later, we're still talking. And that's when Clonster comes over and sits right next to her and leans his head on her shoulder. I realize he was talking her up because he likes her. Well, he's my best friend, so I think we both just sort of decide to see how the night goes by and, sorry, but yes, making it a competition. Nothing serious, just seemed funny and assumed we would both lose. Well, a bit later, a handful of us decide to hit up our favorite dive bar. Clonster and Clara included. A few more drinks in, and we're both surely being so obvious and obnoxious, but yes, still both chatting her up for a bit. We decide to go to my place, and just my 2 roommates, a couple, and Clonster and Clara come back. We walk in, and Clonster chooses a movie and turns it on. I use the restroom and return to see her cuddled into his chest. I figure that's it, game, set, match, and enjoy the movie for a bit. I get tired around 2 AM and say those two can sleep in my bed if they want to, or they can sleep on the couch. They opt for my bed. Clara's in the middle and we all start falling asleep when she says, "I'm not tired, should we play Truth or Dare?" We both say yep and proceed to do silly dares, eventually involving waking up my roommates and having them come into my room to play. Doesn't take long before the boyfriend says he's so tired, and that all 5 of us should go into their bed and fall asleep to a scary movie. The bed goes as follows, from right side of the bed to the left. Boyfriend, girlfriend, me, Clara, and Clonster. So it's squished in this full-size bed and Clara is having to put some of herself on me. I'm not thinking anything of it because we were going to sleep. Due to the cramped situation, I have to really contort my body and arms to be comfy. So I'm turned towards the girlfriend with my right hand going backwards towards Clara. Well, before I fall asleep, she grabs my hand. Suddenly, I'm all like, no way, I'm making out tonight, and I'm super stoked. And 32. Anyway, it's just fun, you know. So she starts playing with my hand, and I'm sort of rubbing hers right back. And then it's borderline violent. My hand is being passionately hugged by her hand, so I return it her way with plenty of strength as well. And I notice she's got some rough hands. I know she's an artist of sorts, so it's almost hot. At this point I'm thinking, okay, where do I go from here? As a suggestion, back to your own bed. Her head is in my chest area and I just lean down for some weird reason and kiss her forehead. Seemed normal at the time. Well, a moment later, she stands up and says she's going to sleep on the couch. I realize I'm still holding hands with someone. I look over and Clonster and I make eye contact while holding hands. I turn away in the bed. He just stands up and leaves the house. No words exchanged. I'm laughing so hard to myself about how this girl I just met tonight must be so confused that I kissed her forehead. Oh, then realized she has rough hands because they were actually my best friend's hands. Just a suggestion I've got to avoid situations like this, maybe don't get in a bed with 5 people. Generally, that sorta helps not get too confused about who you're holding hands with. And here, we're changing themes just a little bit, but this story is none the less funny. Today I effed up by putting soda in my son's water bottle. My 8-year-old came home this Sunday afternoon with a soda can he got as a gift. He was bragging about it to his little sister, who immediately took the bait and started whining about not having any soda, despite hating the taste of soda and never drinking it. Yeah, kids are sorta like that. Mommy, I want soda. But Timmy, you don't drink soda. I want soda. Okay, here it is. I don't like soda. Things were escalating quickly and we were in a hurry to go see Toy Story 4. So to spare me the impeding fighting and negotiations, I suggested we pour the soda into their water bottles so they could share it. Knowing my daughter wouldn't drink it, I just put 1 drop into hers and filled it up with watered down juice, and then the rest into my son's. My son was in on the deception. Yay, everyone was happy and we managed to get to the movie theater in time. The theater was packed, but we find our seats and they have their bottles plus a bag of popcorn each. My daughter drinks her soda, happily giving it thumbs up, but my son is so captured with the movie he forgets about his. About 30 minutes in, he finally gets thirsty and grabs his bottle. This particular brand has a straw going down the bottle and a button at the top, so that when you push the button, the spout pops up and you drink. Boy, did I not think through the physics of that, despite actually being, a physicist? My son pushes the button. Up flies the spout, and immediately a rocket stream of soda shoots through like a friggin' space shuttle hurtling into the air. The golden stream reaches at least 6 feet straight up, spraying everyone below on the descent. My son desperately tries to close the spout, but the pressure is too strong, and the butthole bottle just keeps shooting the stream like an animated lightsaber. People in the crowd around were either panicked, angry, or laughing, and when I realized what was happening, I jumped over to my son, grabbed the bottle, wrestled the spout down, and managed to secure the missile. When I look up, I see the mortified face of my son, who just sits there, frozen and still absolutely soaking wet. Seeing the drops trickling from his hair over his face and down his chin, I just lose it. I laugh so hard that I begin to cry. And I should get some sort of parenting award because he does not find any of this amusing. But the angrier he looks, the funnier it is to me. When I realize this is about to turn into an incident that will scar him for life, I get a grip, rip off my shirt, and start to pat him down. Then I scrub the leather seats, armrests, etc., and make sure no one in the crowd is furious with us or in need of a tissue. Everything is sticky for the rest of the film, and my son keeps his head down, sunken into his seat. Occasionally, I burst out cackling like a hyena, reliving the whole thing, and every time, my son shoots me a killer look, but I try to accredit it to a joke in the movie. He wasn't buying it. After we got out of the theatre, he makes me swear to never tell anyone, and so instead of calling my friends, I'm just telling Reddit. Imagine this kid never drinking soda again just because of this incident. Imagine like 10 years from now, he's at a party or something, he comes up and he sees like a bottle of Coke. Ah, Coke, get it away! Alright guys, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed these stories. This was Today I Effed Up. And if you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment sharing any F-up experiences. I would love to hear from you. But for now guys, I hope you all enjoyed, and all I want to do is see you all here next time. See you later guys.